have the Nissan Tsuru, which I think I'm saying that right. And yeah, it's a very interesting car. Definitely very interesting for them to put in the game. But I mean what's weird, what's really weird about this car is that this thing screams like, "Hey, I'm from the 90s." I mean, look at this interior. I don't know why I got in the back seat. See, you got manual windows. Like, I haven't seen that since the 90s. Like even the front, like get around here. Like the pattern on the seats, all that. Very 90s. And what's very interesting about this car that really psyched me out at first because I didn't even realize it. Oh, whoops, I just let me out of the car. Is that back in 1991? Okay, I guess I can't close the car. Anyway, back in 1991, in the US, we got this car as the Nissan Sentra. 2010. I was tripping real hard when I seen that. I was like, "Whoa." So I believe that this car was manufactured in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. So here's our manufacturer colors. Got some really, I actually really like that color. That's a really nice color. I'm not gonna put it on, but it's a very nice color. Anyway, into the upgrades and tunes. So I haven't been in here yet because this car has been out a couple. So I got up this morning. The update was already out. You can get this car. I think the update's coming around 6 o'clock in the morning my time. So I got up around 7:30, I think. Then I went off to school, and I came home, and here we are now. So, okay, no body kits. That's already depressing. So we got. See what engines we get. It looks like we got a lot of engines. 1.6 turbo rally, 2000 RB26, 6.2 V8. That's a Corvette engine. 7.0 V8. Okay, we're getting real big with these engines. That 7 liter is massive. And we're not even halfway down this list, it looks like. Racing V12, 4.8 V8. Or no, that's a V10, 3.5. Oh my goodness. This car can be a sleeper. I'm about to commit some atrocities in this thing. Jesus. 2JZ, RB26, and 6.2. That's the 1LT. I keep wanting to say one. Blah, blah. I always want to say LT1 when I see like instead of 1LT, because 1LT is the 6.2 liter that's in the C8 Corvette and the Camaro. But I always want to say LT1 but the LT1 is the 5.7 liter from the 90s that was in the Pontiac Firebird and the Chevy Camaro and the C4 Corvette. But anyway, I want to commit some atrocities with it. I'm about to be building some of the most ridiculously outlandish, atrocious, insanely stupid cars with stupid builds with this car. I don't know what I want to put in. We're gonna come back to that. Okay, we got the normal conversions there. Imagine this thing as a drag car, like full on decked out dragster with the 7.2 V8. Okay, damn it. I knew as soon as I see this, I know. That's atrocious. That's disgusting. It's like you took a car that's already like pretty mediocre looking and you just made it way worse. Like don't get me wrong, I have taste. I like these older cars, right? Of course, that given that this body is derivative of a 1990s Nissan Sentra. I mean, like the taxi light's cool, and of course I'm not gonna put it on, but I'm gonna leave it stock. I'm gonna build a sleeper. Hold on. Can I absolutely slam this thing? We're talking side skirt scraping on a speed bump. Slam it. Okay, I think we can. I'm building a sleeper. I have an idea. I feel like I could make a really nice rally car out of this. A drift car would be cool, but that's not really like a sleeper. You just like 2J swap it and make it a drift car. What I'm thinking is we go big or we go home. We're getting the biggest engine out here. We're getting that 7.2 and we are making a monster. We're gonna supercharge it. Just imagine, like, you're in a lobby, and then you're just chilling. And you see this thing roll up, you don't think too much of it, and then you hear some American noises coming out of it. I'd be like, hold up, why does that thing sound like America? And then I don't even know what I'm going on about anymore at this point. I don't even know what I'm saying. I actually kind of like that look. But I actually kind of like that better. I'm thinking we go something a little more like reminiscent of the body style. Something like, no, not you. Like this or this. I actually really like these. Hold up. These looked really nice on it. Gonna do that. Gonna make them a little bit bigger. Hold on, wait a minute. Are they 13s? Dang. 13s are tiny, man. Why do the 19s look so big? 19s are not that big. I think it's just the sidewall. It just makes them look ridiculous. That's. I mean, given that my Firebird, my real life Firebird, has 16s on it, this looks about accurate. But the 17s, so I got that BMW, and these look like really freaking big for 17s. So we're gonna go with 16s. We're gonna go modest with this. Merca. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with the 7-speed. Really? I mean, like, I was disappointed that the only arrow on this car was the Forza arrow plus the... Ooh, I almost yawned right there. Ooh. Whoa now. Now the real question is, if I put the V12 in here, could I make this thing X-Class? Could we have this thing, like, running? I'm letting curiosity get the better of me. So we're gonna go with this for now. We're gonna install this. But just for curiosity's sake. Just because. Call me George because I'm feeling curious. Let's head on over here. I don't know why I said that. Or the 2JZ. Oh man, the think tank. I'm thinking. I'm getting ideas. If I can do X-Class without any like aero mods, we are gonna have some serious fun with this thing. So right now we're looking at 957 with that 7.2 liter. I don't think we're gonna get much more than, I think we're gonna be about the same. Yeah, we are. Damn. Now what about the 2JZ? What other, okay, so it's like we can Lambo swap this thing. We could put a Lambo engine in here. We could put a 2JZ, an RB26, a 1LT, other engines that I don't really know because I don't have the liters and cylinder formation memorized. I don't think we're... Can we beat 257 with the TJ? I mean, like, if I was... I like how I said I was being modest and tasteful with the wheels. Like, I didn't just throw a gigantic V8 in this car. Like, I didn't just do that. I am not tastefully modifying this thing. I'm being a menace to society right now. That's, tastefully modifying it would be putting the RB26 in, like that's in right now, because I kind of want to. I bet you this thing doesn't even pass S1 with the RB26. That would be tastefully modifying. Like it's still a Nissan engine. It's what this thing has like a four-cylinder stock. So we can get oh man, we can get S2 with the RB26, but not high enough. We're keeping that big old V8. That's yeah, that's kind of funny. Oh yeah, I'm tastefully modifying this car. These wheels, they're nothing crazy. I'm gonna be modest with the size. I didn't just throw like a big ass V8 in here or anything. All right. My goodness, what have I done? Oh yeah, I forgot the drift cam. Oh my goodness, that is such a quality of life thing that I love so much. Look at this wheel spin. I'm wheel spinning in fourth gear. How much power does this thing have, bro? Like, this thing gotta be pushing like 1200. I gotta know. I don't know. We're gonna have to go look in the festival. Honestly, okay, this thing drives horrendously. We're definitely gonna need to change up that tune. But, just kind of throwing on like a generic bass tune here. Just gonna do something like that. Ooh, we can lower it more. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of throwing on like a generic kind of tune here, seeing what we can do as far as it not just spinning wheels all the way into fourth gear because this thing has too much horsepower to handle. I might have to go against everything that a majority of the community for this game stands for and put the Forza arrow on just so I can drive this car. Like, for the pure fact that I couldn't even call this thing a drag car because it will not go in a straight line. Hold on, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. This is against everything I stand for, but I actually no, screw it. We're going straight tune. We're gonna go straight tune to see. This thing is a burnout missile though. This thing is a what's the was it like 280? Was that how fast this thing went? Oh, okay, close enough. Like, bruh. If this ain't a sleeper, I don't know what is. If I'm gonna be flying down the road at like almost 280 in this thing, in a freaking Nissan, a four-door sedan like commuter, if this ain't a sleeper, I don't know what is. This thing is very tastefully modified, if you ask me. Untasteful as hell, because I just threw the biggest engine I could find in here, like I'm Dodge or something. But I can confirm that this vehicle does not turn. Quite literally a Hellcat. We are on some Hellcat activities right now. Let's see, probably loosen that up. Then I'll do something like that. It's fine. Something like this. Oh, let's see if that helps. Let's see if that helps. Because right now I can't drive that. I cannot drive this car. This car is undrivable. Like I have that much horsepower packed into this thing, and this car I bet weighs almost nothing. Look at this. 1300 horsepower. I thought like, okay, maybe it's got 12. This thing has 1350. That's ridiculous. That's like throwing that 7.2 in the freaking Trueno. You know how ridiculous, like 2,000 pounds. How much does the AE86 weigh? Okay, let's see. The AE86 weighs 1,900 pounds. That's exactly what it's like. It is essentially throwing the biggest engine you could find in a Toyota Trueno. I don't think the Trueno gets that swap, does it? The 7.2? You guys are gonna have to let me know down below if the Trueno gets that swap, because I don't know if it does. So yeah, basically, this thing weighs less than 100 pounds more than a Trueno. Gets almost every engine swap in the game. Is a super sleep. This thing's a drift car now. That's what this is. I mean, like, me altering the tune a bit, it definitely helped as far as handling, but it also didn't. I'm like, at least you guys are getting to see what the new drift cam looks like. Unintentionally, but you're getting to see what it looks like. Okay, I think that today's video, I think, is about done. There's not much else I could do with this car. Overall, this car gets, I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical. But I gotta give this thing like honestly, screw it, I'll give this thing a 10 out of 10, because this thing's ridiculous. This is like, I'm gonna commit some atrocities in this car. You guys should not, Playground Games should have never given me the opportunity to put one of the largest, biggest American engines in the game inside of this kind of car. Hold on, I know that, okay, let's go look at that. Let's go look at the Trueno. Because I have to know if that gets that swap. Because I know it gets a V8 swap. It gets the 6.2. But I don't know if it gets the, if it gets the 7-liter swap. Yeah, Playground Games should have never, like, you guys know me. I'm the biggest, like, let's make something stupid kind of guy. Like, does it get that? It does. Oh my god. Why do these little tiny Japanese commuter cars get that swap? That's crazy. Why did they get that? Okay. Um there's cars where that engine, honestly, at this point, just give the 7.2 to the Miata. I gotta know. I gotta know. Like, what this engine would be like in a Miata. Okay, so I'm gonna end off today's video with some donuts. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. And that's all from me today. So let's sling this 1,300 horsepower beast. I was not gonna lie, I was skeptical on this car and kind of hating on it, but then it made up for it in the end just by the absolute ridiculousness of the car. Like, I don't even gotta turn the wheel. This thing's doing donuts on its own. Alright, that's it. That's it.